Thank you. Mr. Bond, you are now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Tierney, members of the committee. Honored to be here on behalf of TechAmerica, the largest industry trade association in the space in the U.S. with some 1,000 member companies. Offer just a few thoughts on the challenge in cyber and the policy response we need. First, I would observe that cyber criminals respond rapidly. They are creative. In 2010, McAfee Labs identified more than 20 million new pieces of malware globally. 2011 online fraud report from RSA, the security division of EMC, found that the U.S. has consistently hosted and been the target of a majority of the worldwide cyber attacks. Economic impact is serious. It's about $6 million a day when a corporation's site is down on average, and worldwide economy loses some $86 billion a year due to cyber attacks. Protecting our networks is, as the Chair has observed, a public-private shared responsibility. Neither one of us can do it alone. The private sector, responsibility to innovate and operate its own infrastructure in a safe way. The government, an obligation to share timely and accurate information so that the private sector can secure itself and turn around and help to secure the government. I'll defer to our witness from Symantec on a little bit more technical descriptions of some of the threats. I would just underscore this. A range of threat actors, especially right now, including advanced persistent threats, APTs, you'll hear more about that, are going directly after the end user. They attempt to trick them into downloading malware or divulging sensitive information. Again, it's the actual user being targeted, not the mechanical system, the software, or whatever. So it is going after human error. As criminals probe for a soft spot in a system, they are also probing now the individuals who connect to that network. Now, with the increased reliance on all kinds of IT devices, now we see the great shift to mobile devices, and that too will be an opportunity for cyber criminals. Applications many times are downloaded by users and not always being properly vetted. So we would submit that the policymakers in the space and the industry as well, and the government, need to view security as an absolute basic, a basic, not to be added on after, but to be built in from the ground up. And now I would observe many companies are doing exactly that. We need everybody to do that. I want to spend a couple of minutes here remaining on some thoughts for you to consider as you craft legislation, but let me break here to underscore something that needs to be said. Technology and innovation are a huge net positive for the U.S. economy and for government service as well. They are key to national security. The warfighter has an advantage. The key to Homeland Security, the key to economic security, high-paying jobs, where we need to be as an economy. But with those advantages, there also have been some downsides. And that's what we're attempting to talk about today. So please consider, first, in policy, Congress should do no harm. Do not undermine innovation. It's our advantage. One size fits all will not work. Second, government should promote an outcome-based, layered security approach. Government should develop processes to manage and measure performance associated with real security. Third, government should adopt a risk-based approach to our nation's infrastructure. That means critical infrastructure should be defined to include only that which is of the utmost importance to national security, and then truly work to secure it. Fourth, we believe government can provide incentives to encourage industry to invest and do the right and best practices in security. For example, safe harbor from data breach notification when an organization does what it should in advance of a breach incident. Fifth, Congress should update our government's federal information security practices and laws to perform in a more nimble environment. So we strongly support updating FISMA, and I know the committee knows about that. Finally, if industry is to act at the behest of government, it is necessary that there be clear liability protections. So if you do what you should do or at the government's behest, you should also be protected from unintended consequences or liabilities. Again, on behalf of the industry, thank you for holding the hearing. We look forward to doing all that we can to be a part of the public-private partnership to find a solution and maintain our national advantage in innovation.